Hello, welcome back to another video. Anime Dion here. We are doing What If Naruto Had Milnoir Part 4. We last left off where Naruto had Team 7 had just finished the mission, of the hidden mist, with Zabuza and Haku. They had just finished off that mission, and Naruto had just given Haku, who is alive, yes, to the Leaf Village to, gain some information. Of course, the Hokage didn't believe that it was all Naruto's, fault that they won. It's not all Naruto's, Naruto deserves the credit. He doesn't think he deserves the credit. He thinks Naruto did nothing. He thinks Naruto's a chump, all that. Causing Naruto to storm out of the Hokage's building, and so does Kakashi right after. So we fast forward a whole entire day, and Naruto wakes up the next morning just to see Rock Lee right out there sitting on his window. Naruto says, "Do you just watch me sleep?" Rock Lee said, "I just showed up about 2 minutes ago. I grabbed me some ramen, and yeah, I guess I'm just sitting here eating." And Naruto stands up. He says, "You ate my ramen?" and kicks Rock Lee right in his face. Because we all know that Naruto and Rock Lee, their taijutsu levels are about the same. Rock Lee's taijutsu levels is just a bit higher than Naruto's. So yeah, because Rock Lee trains with faster weights, and he has the ability to go 8 gates. So yeah. Naruto then says, "Don't ever eat my ramen ever again, or you're dead." He picks up the ramen and he passes it to Rock Lee. Oh, and then Naruto says, "Oh wait," but Rock Lee seems to catch it, and it's in the air. Naruto's like, "Rock Lee, you're worthy. You're worthy of the hammer." Naruto's like, "What?" Rock Lee's like, "What? Hey, this hammer's pretty light." Then Kakashi shows up. He says, "So you can carry it, huh, Rock Lee? I guess it's not so heavy after all." Naruto's like, "Wait, it is really heavy. Rock Lee's just strong." Rock Lee's like, "I'm really that strong? Yes." Naruto's like, yeah. I refrain. You shouldn't try to carry it, Kakashi. Here, Rock Lee, pass it to me." Rock Lee passes it to Naruto, and Naruto catches it. And he places it down on the ground. Kakashi's like, "Hey, Naruto, in about 2 hours, meet up with me and Sasuke Sakura. We're going to talk about the shooting exams." Rock Lee then shouts. He says, "Oh, Naruto, you're going to do the shooting exams too? Guy Sensei just signed up me, Neji, and Tenten." Naruto's like, "You, Neji, and Tenten? That's cool. Well, I already know I'm going to be a shooting." Rock Lee was like, "After me," he says, and so on, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Naruto sits down, and Rock Lee does too. Naruto makes him some ramen, and they just, chopping it up while they eating some ramen, you know what I'm saying? Like two old best friends would. Naruto talks to Rock Lee, says, "Well, I have about an hour to go. It doesn't take me too long to ready. I guess we can go around the leaf a bit." Rock Lee's like, "How about we go out? How about we go out of the Leaf Village? We usually don't do so." Naruto looks at Rock Lee, says, "We don't have that much time." Rock Lee says, "We're both super fast. Besides, I could just take off my weights." Rock Lee says, Naruto's like, "You're really gonna take off your weights without Guy Sensei's proposal?" Rock Lee's like, "Hey, look, I'm a ninja myself now. Besides, if I need to go somewhere faster, I could just go on my weights, but it'll be cool to race you, and I'd rather race you full speed." Rock Lee then says, "How about you take off your weights?" Naruto says, "Yeah." In Naruto's mind, he's like, "I think I'm gonna tell Lee on our way out." So yeah, they make it to the front of the village and they run. They start to race, and Rock Lee starts in a league, of course. Naruto, running as fast as possible, just can't seem to catch up to Rock Lee. He then uses his hammer. It looks at his hammer because he's carrying his hammer, of course. And he adds lightning to it and, puts it around his body to make him move a bit faster. Of course, in the end, Rock Lee still ends up winning. Rock Lee then says, "Yeah, 20,064 Rock Lee and Naruto. I have 26,064 wins, Naruto. You have, how much is it again? I just lost count." Naruto's like, "Shut up, it doesn't matter. I didn't even try." Rock Lee was like, "Sure you didn't." Naruto then throws the hammer to Rock Lee, and Rock Lee says, "Hey, why'd you light a Kakashi back there? This hammer isn't heavy at all, and I'm not that strong. If he couldn't lift it, there's something up with this. I'm not that much stronger than Kakashi-sensei." Naruto says, well, are we far enough away from the leaf? Rock Lee said, yeah. Naruto's like, okay, I have a secret. He tells Rock Lee, he says, you know why I don't have chakra at all? Rock Lee's like, no, why? He says, it's because I'm a god. Rock Lee, he laughs, he says, a god? There's no way. Naruto then grabs his hammer, he says, does this hammer remind you of something? Those who aren't worthy can't lift it, those who are can. Seems that you're worthy. Rock Lee's like, oh, it's like Thor's hammer. I don't buy it. Naruto then flashes the hammer in the air, and he sparks it with lightning. And his eye glows with lightning around his eyes, and he looks right Rock Lee in his eyes as Naruto floats up slowly. Naruto then drops, and he slams the hammer on the ground. Rock Lee says, oh, you're telling the truth, eh? I knew there was something special on you. Nobody is born with supernatural strength and speed, especially not with chakra, at least. Well, that is my best friend. Hey, I'm happy you told me. Who's the first person you told? Naruto's like, you. Rock Lee says, how long has this been going on for? Naruto says, about a week or two. He says, oh, should have told me sooner. Now I know when we spar, I have to go full strength. I've been going on easy on you. Naruto throws the hammer at his face and gives it back. He's like, hey, who told you go easy on me? Rock Lee was like, I don't know, man. I kind of felt a bit bad. But hey, I race you back, but all on our hands. And I was like, you say less. He puts his hammer in between his feet, and then Naruto says, okay, I have a proposal. While we're going, we have to throw the hammer with our feet back and forth, and whoever makes it first wins. Naruto's like, this is my specialty. Arm strength. Then they race, and Naruto wins. Naruto says 26,064 wins in arms. And Rock Lee's like, whatever. I'm faster on legs, and that counts more. Rock Lee says, Naruto's like, whatever. I still win. He grabs the hammer and then tells Rock Lee, hey, you want to see something? He walks up to this guy. He walks up to the two people at the desk. He says, so where's my free ramen? Remember our bet last time? The guy was like, what? Hey, I didn't stretch enough. I can lift the hammer now. If not, I'll give you enough money to buy ramen now. Naruto's like, oh, say less. He puts the hammer on the table. He says, go ahead, lift it. The guy grabs it and he tells his friend to come along. They lift as hard as they can, and it doesn't even budge a bit. Rock Lee's eyes open. He says, it's true. Naruto grabs it and he throws it at Rock Lee. He says, look, you can't even catch it. You can't even hold it while me and him can. We're just kids. And look, me, I have no chakra. You're a weakling, he says. Naruto grabs a hammer and he walks away. And then he speeds back. He says, wait, where's my money? Dude hands him a whole bunch of cash and he says, hey, Rock Lee, ramen on me. Rock Lee smiles. He says, yes. They make it to the Ichiraku ramen shop and they eat a bit. And right when Naruto and Rock Lee look to the right, it's Kakashi Sensei, Sasuke, and Sakura. Kakashi then says, you're late, Naruto. About 10 minutes late. Naruto's like, you're the last person who should be talking about late, Kakashi Sensei. Kakashi says, huh? Naruto's like, you're late 24/7. You always 7 hours late. Rock Lee was like, hey, this is your team, so I'm going to take my bowl of ramen and go. They then do a handshake and they leave. It's like, peace. Rock Lee runs fast. Naruto places his hammer on top of the desk and, he places the hammer on top of the desk and gets smacking on them ramen he just bought. Kakashi's like, okay. Now, let's talk about the Shunin exams, Naruto. Kakashi looks at Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. He says, look, I've been considering putting you three in the Shunin exams. It's just there's one person I don't know. Sakura. Student exams are in about a week from now. And if I put you in there, I don't think you're ready. So this week's going to be horrible for you. You're going to be training with Guy and Rock Lee and Naruto. Those three, they're always together. And if you train with them, you'll be able to fight a bit in a week. Yes, even in just a week. You won't be able to be on par with either of them, but you will be able to fight, throw hands with a few people. If you know what I'm saying. Says, yeah. Kakashi says, well, half a week at that. Half a week you'll be training with them, and half a week you'll be training with me. You have a strong sense of genjutsu power. Kakashi says, genjutsu is a strong ability you need to use, and it might just be your specialty. So Kakashi says. Sakura nods. She then says, sorry, I'm sorry. I'll get stronger. Strong as Sasuke. Sasuke scoffs. But Sakura has no reaction. She doesn't care. She loves Sasuke. You know what I'm saying? You know how she is. Crazy. Naruto's like, well, this week I guess I'll chill. I'm in the Chunin exams, right? Kakashi says, of course. Naruto, you're not just gonna be sitting around either. You'll be training with me. Naruto's like, what? Come on. Kakashi says, clone jutsu gets the best of you. Even regular clones, Kakashi says. And besides, you don't have chakra, so you'll be able to have a lot of endurance training. So this week, we're just gonna based on endurance. Naruto's like, what do you mean? My endurance top notch. Naruto, if it comes, Kakashi says, Naruto, if it comes to the point, if somebody really wanted to kill you, you'd be dead right now. Okay? They could have stabbed you in your chest. You're lucky that you have a bit of strength behind you. You may think you're super strong right now, but you have a lot of time to build up. And Kakashi's right. Kakashi then states, listen, Naruto. Over this whole time you've been a ninja, I've been letting you think you're stronger than me. Hey, you're near my strength, but you're not stronger than me, kid. Kakashi's also right on that. Says if I wanted to kill you now, I could. But I'm your sensei, not an enemy. So, you're going to be training with me on endurance, and you'll need to have some skill. Yeah. And Naruto's like, okay, whatever. And so, then we get into the week, right? Kakashi starts, Sakura starts with Rock Lee and Guy for the first half of the week. Naruto has Kakashi pretty much all to himself, because Sasuke's doing his own thing in training. So, yeah. Naruto looks at Kakashi and asks, so what are we going to start with? And I was like, Kakashi says, I would start with endurance, but then you wouldn't really be able to do anything else for the rest of the week, because you'll be tired and hurt and sore. So, I'd say skill. I see you're good at throwing that hammer to an extent, but it really only has the ability with you and your connection to it and whatnot. He says, you'll need to be able to throw ninja stars. You wouldn't want to use your hammer all the time. Am I right? Naruto's like, yeah, I guess you're right. Kakashi says it has to be a bit heavy. Naruto, he looks to the side. He's like, yeah. So I guess you can't teach me how to throw ninja stars and whatnot. Kakashi says, I know you weren't in the academy, so you probably don't know how to throw ninja stars. Naruto says, nope, I sure don't. All I know is how to fight. Kakashi says, yeah, that's a good thing about you. You trained with Rock Lee and Guy after all your whole entire life. And that was pretty much one of the only things good. He says, here, throw it at that wood plank right there. Naruto throws the thing, and it turns out to go way off. It's not even, it goes to the right. Okay, it's straight forward. Instead, it goes to the right. Naruto cannot throw any ninja stars or ninja equipment. So, yeah, basically the whole entire week, they train on that. So, Sakura right now, she's just fighting with Rock Lee Guy, doing that taijutsu training, the crazy amount of push-ups, all of that. So, she's struggling. She's going to be tired. She's struggling, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Good thing that it's a ninja world, so, oversleep, they pretty much are fine. And that's pretty cool about ninjas. So, yeah. I'm going to go to Sasuke. Sasuke is really just, same thing, he practices his fighting or whatever taijutsu, throwing stars, all of that. You know, Sasuke's just Sasuke. Oh, and yeah, Sasuke did unlock his Sharingan at the what's it called, during the Zabuza thing, when he was pretty much protecting Sakura and the old man. So yeah, but I forgot to include it. So yeah, that's on my fault. But yeah, he has a 2 Tomoe Sharingan in one eye and 1 Tomoe in the other. So now let's get back to it. So we fast forward the week, and the week has passed. Now Sakura comes back, and you know she a bit built. You know she got a bit of muscles in just a week, yes, and you know she can fight a bit, but of course her fighting abilities aren't extraordinary. But hey, they're a lot better than that. Especially since if she infuses chakra with her attacks, she can do a lot of damage. And then we also and then Naruto on this, you know how Itachi was throwing ninja stars. Yeah, Naruto throwing like that, throwing like Sasuke. So yeah, he's that good already. You know, Naruto's a fast learner. Keep that it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sasuke heads back, but he seems to have a question. Sasuke asks Naruto. He says, Naruto, that day on the mission when we met Zabuza, and I was in there dying pretty much, I looked into your eyes and I saw a lightning spark. What was that? I know you don't have any chakra, so what was that? So Naruto says, I was struck by lightning. I don't know. It was probably a lightning covered needle. Sasuke's like, don't give me a stupid question. Kakashi then interrupts Sasuke. He says, well, hold up. No, there's no time for questions now. Student exam starts about 10 minutes, and you know, I have a bad reputation for being late, but you guys can't be late. So yeah. And on that note, we are going to end off the video. So yeah, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my daily uploads. Link down in the description down below for Marx Spade, who made my thumbnail, banner, and mini thumbnails before. And yeah, peace out.